pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, so we'll open the town board meeting. There's one resolution.
We just start with the work session, I'm sorry, Sean, but you have Jeff and.
Well, I opened the town board meeting, so they can come, Jeff, and the town board meeting is open, but we'll have this conversation anyway. It's fine. So you're gonna explain the amendments and the resolution, and then we'll.
You all have copies of the resolution?
Yes.
I did
We
by
all
email,
do.
but I don't have it in front
No,
of me.
give it to them.
Hold on.
I'll put it on my desk.
You have it?
Because I just started
We'll
reading.
do it after.
Thank you.
Anybody else need a copy? Encounter Diane?
I have, thank you.
All right,
Make sure I
so-
didn't give you my marked up one.
Greg, give us I know we made some changes to the site plan. Give us the
Correct,
changes to
so-
the site plan.
the gist of it was, we are going to revise the site plan to remove the split rail fence around the easement area. So there's only gonna be the 8-foot stockade fence around the property owned by the applicant. The revised site plan is gonna show the accurate size of the trailer. It's
Is
gonna,
Is the trailer bigger than the width of the building? Bob, is that trailer bigger than the width of the building? Okay.
I think it's just how it was delivered and sitting in the picture you thought it was.
all right.
Looked at it.
I know.
The plan is gonna be revised to include a note that says the triangle concrete island behind the theater.
Why, there's a
to be
tree in it. Why are you taking a tree down?
Why can't he finish his statement without?
I believe the intent was that the applicant is gonna have events back there, and it just seems counterproductive to have a concrete island in the middle of his event area. The applicant complied with the requirements of the chief building inspector's memo. Fire zones will be addressed during construction of the area. The applicant will allow the church to have access to the property within the fenced area for garbage disposal. I had also considered adding a condition on here, which wasn't on here right now, that says, the applicant shall maintain the fence and keep it free of any graffiti. If any broken panels happen, he'll replace them, just to prevent it from becoming an eyesore.
We could do that.
You can do that, yeah, that.
We're gonna
Should be.
take it up right now, so you're gonna have to amend that right now.
What about lighting in the alleyway? There were concerns about people that walk from the Main Street back, and that they said that the fence was going to be obstructing the view from police officers looking for the alleyway.
There is lighting in the alleyway.
And the applicant actually recommended putting the mirrors up where you can see that, right?
No.
Oh, okay.
No,
Someone said it at the public hearing,
Yeah, it
the
was-
mirrors. I thought it was you, but,
One of his employees did.
One of the employees of the
Okay.
law firm said
What do
that.
you-
One of the guys. Actually, it's pretty lit there alongside of the church, and it's not from Main Street, it's from the First Street parking lot to walk alongside the church to get into the back door of that law office, that's why. And that's pretty well lit, I know the church has lights there as well.
okay, because I thought they said when they come out the front door and then they come down the alleyway to get in the back.
Well,
It's
you
dark in
can't
this
come to the
bit.
alleyway through the front door, you can only go out through the back.
Okay.
It's only for employees, I don't think anybody else goes there uses that back.
And there is a 10-foot distance between the fence and the building. We spelled it out.
All right, are there any other questions?
You got the one typo also.
Yeah, there's one typo on the last page,
It should read a Knox box.
a Knox box instead of a no box.
I was gonna say, I was gonna ask you how that circle, what's a no
The
box?
fence
No
is
box.
just gonna go around this area here.
Correct.
Correct.
Does it say how long the temporary trailer is gonna be there?
No.
All right, does the board have any other questions?
Well, just the one as to how long the temporary trailer is gonna be there, because it is a National Historic District and, you know, Landmarks Preservation Commission. I mean, I think if it's a temporary trailer, that we should be saying how long it's gonna be there, whether it's 2 years or 5 years. I think Vic was in my office yesterday saying 2 years. So,
I don't think we have a timeline on
I
it.
don't care, I don't think we can put a timeline on it.
of course you can, but
Well, I don't think so.
I don't wanna get
I don't
into a
think so.
situation where you're having this conversation again in 2 years, though. So,
no, I know, but do we want a temporary trailer?
what I
in the
want
back
is
parking lot for-
the Suffolk Theater not to close down.
I know, me too. And, and
So-
It's a
so,
temporary trailer until, it's,
All right, well, let's have the applicant
Wait
come
a-
up. We can't,
Yes,
yeah,
please
let's,
come up.
come on up, come on up. I can't have
Well,
a
you always have
conversation
questions
from over
on
there.
the resolution.
The long-term plan has always been to put phase two on the property. That started prior to Mr. Casali,
So
okay?
if we put a,
So, but in the real world of business and finance, it's coming to a point where they have to determine if there's enough revenue generated from the building and how long that will take to put the building up. So we
Right.
really would not like, at the present time, to be boxing with 2 years, 3 years, 5 years. That's the long-term goal. The difference between what you have here now and what you had previously is this is a professionally put up stockade fence that will be maintained and it will virtually screen the temporary trailer. It's a much better condition that exists right now that I heard all the critics.
Right.
Especially the ones that said this building would never open.
all right,
Thank
does
you,
anybody want to
Supervisor,
put
that's
a
what I
limit, time limit on it?
no, I don't.
I don't.
Okay.
But are you saying that this is in lieu of, now the temporary fencing they got going around, that's all kind of, on that's picket railroad?
Yeah, the picket,
It's not really a picket
any
fence.
proposed picket, there's a construction fence around the shed, that's gonna come down, so it's just gonna be the stockade.
So this really is gonna clean up the property, compared to what it looks like now.
and the trailer is gonna be, and it's an 8-foot solid stockade fence, so you're not gonna see it anyway, okay?
Correct. And
Posts or
whatever the rights that the theater has that's in that recorded easement are still there. So that, like today, we still have the temporary fence up on the easement because we're gonna swing the trailer tomorrow after I put my building permits in this afternoon, which I've worked out with Brad and the fire marshal. Everybody's been covered. Michael Reifel has been wonderful. Sean, everybody here is, and we thank you for what you're about to do. So we have everything under control, but whatever the rights that the property has are recorded in Suffolk County
Right, we're
Clerk's
not-
office.
that's fine.
That's it. So
We're not
we
doing
have,
that.
we do have the right, from time to time, to block off the parking as an accessory to use whatever we gotta use for staging the property and stuff like that. Whatever rights are in
Okay,
that.
but you're taking down that
Yes,
temporary.
we are, that's part of the, yes,
Right,
exactly
okay.
right.
So
After we're
if
done with
you're gonna
construction.
block
front.
it, it's gonna be temporary blocking.
Exactly, it's
and-
whatever the rights are in that, and are spilled out in that easement,
Yeah, you're
if
not
I
supposed
remember
to-
right,
I
9
don't think
years
you're
ago.
supposed to block it off, but
Well,
let's get to
whatever,
that.
whatever the rights recorded in the easement,
Whatever,
Sean,
forget it.
your
We're not
attorney,
taking it
that's
anyway.
the
I get
rights
it.
that we
I
have.
like it.
That's it.
Okay.
All right, are there any other questions about the site plan? Jody?
No, I'm just looking to see what they were talking about at the public hearing as far as coming down this alleyway.
That wasn't the alleyway they were referring to. They were referring to over here where the employees from the law office come out.
Right, alongside the
It
church
wasn't the
kitchen.
alleyway
Yeah.
from Main Street.
So
it's lit over
this is not gonna be obstructed then?
No.
Because the gate
It's lit over
is
there
actually
and-
going
No.
over here.
Correct.
Okay,
Okay.
that's all.
All right, are we ready to take up the resolution?
Yes.
Resolution 709.
Someone wanna move it?
I move 709, 841 Old Country Road sewer. Oh, no, that's the wrong one, okay. Approves the administration site plan application for Suffolk Theater, temporary green room, 118 East Main Street, Suffolk County Tax Rate Number 600-129-1-8-4. So moved.
I'll second that.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Donlevy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted.
All right, is there any other business, before the town board?
I just wanna, no, I just wanna say something before we close the town board meeting. Last night I was at the library, honoring, 8, Riverhead youth for, being in a county library competition. You read a book, and it's a team effort, and then you go and they question the team on what was read and what they comprehended out of the book. And for 10 years, we've been sending a team, and this year, we got to the top level, the last level with this team. After 3 competitions, they kept moving up into the top level. So the supervisor gave them a a certificate of merit and appreciation, for them. And I'd just like to, call out their names. It was, Bianca Bossy, Emma Egan, Kate L. Foley, Rivera Manchula, Jason Meehan, Cora Purcell, and Kay Ritz. So those are the 8 students that the supervisor and the town board honored for their participation in this contest and going so high the first time,
Thank you for going to that.
you know, so.
Yes, good
All right.
job.
Thank you. Judge Smith, did you have something? Okay. So we're gonna close the we're gonna close the board meeting and open up the work
I
session.
make a motion, we close the town board meeting and open up the town work session. So moved.
Second,
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard,
Yes.
Giglio,
yes.
Wooten,
Okay.
Dunleavy,
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Town board meeting is closed.
All right, I'm just gonna give everybody, did you wanna talk to us now?
I can borrow you for just a second.
Me?
Sign for the Be right back.
If you're under arrest, let us know, somebody else will moderate the meeting.
I don't see any offices.
Oh, yeah.
Can we keep, and so, wait, can we keep going with this? What about the water district? The roof, the bid for the water district. Okay?
No,
We'll keep
just
it going.
Okay. Questions for you about the finance.
Hey, guys,
12, she said.
council people, council people,
Somebody else.
what's it, did we have one meeting here?
Sorry, I didn't
Wow.
know that we were,
I thought we were waiting on the supervisor to come.
reconvening.
Deputy came,
Excuse me, Supervisor Dunleavy, sorry.
no, deputy came and we're gonna go.
Go ahead,
As we all know, the Water District Administration Building is in desperate need of a new roof. I've gone out and sought numerous estimates, which will now require us to go out to public bid, so we can get the work done. So I'd like to ask for permission to submit my notice to bidders. Thank you.
Who put together the bid package?
I did.
Okay, good.
Do you have any estimates on what the cost could have been?
Well,
might be?
I don't wanna
Doesn't matter. if
to
it's gonna
speak,
get it done. Thank you.
but, this was put out to bid in 2014,
Oh, so it
and,
doesn't matter.
so we're gonna go out basically the same exact, bid again, and last time it came in at $51,130.
Then we spent the money for generators or something last time.
That's not too good.
It's not, it's, you know,
So we have the money to do it?
yeah, we're gonna use, the plant improvement fund that he
Okay.
has, and if there is not enough for that, we will take it out of key money.
How many square feet is that building?
What's that? About maybe 2,000 square feet.
The roof has to, you're taking it right down to the rafters. The
Yeah.
roof isn't really.
Is it a flat roof or is it pitched?
No, it's a conventional pitched roof, asphalt roof.
It's $51,000.
Yeah. That was the previous bid that came back to the
From
previous.
2014.
A lot of roof.
It's a lot of roof. I mean, I gave you guys, if you want, diagrams.
So you're rebidding it though?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Rebid it.
A hip roof?
It's,
Page 17.
I thought you just wanted to see the picture.
yeah, the picture's in the
Big, a
back.
hip roof?
Yeah.
Rebuild the building. It's in bad shape.
Yeah.
The backside, I'm surprised it keeps the water out. Probably doesn't.
No, it's got
Okay.
numerous leaks, so we are prepared to go out to bid for the
Yep.
project.
All right. Tuesday,
Thank
you
you.
put a resolution in? Okay. All
Thank
right,
you very
that's
much.
good. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so I wanna just, I think to give an update as to EPCAL and the contract negotiations. We had a meeting this morning with Michael Heller, Frank Eisler. They had a 5-hour meeting, with, Nelson Happy from Katsimatidis was in part of the meeting, and, Bob Hasday from Luminati. They're getting, closer to the contract. In fact, the rough draft of the contract, they're going back and forth. Tim Hubbard and myself and Jill Lewis went in to meet John Katsimatidis on Monday to talk about what his plans are, what his visions are. The meeting went well. Where we are now is the, Daniel Preston and John Katsimatidis are working out their either joint venture agreement. What we do know is it's not going to be a conventional financing. It'll either be some sort of joint venture partnership type agreement. And so after the meeting with Mr. Katsimatidis, I think there's a certain comfort level that he's moving this forward. And so he's working with Daniel on that, their agreement, because that's going to be our understanding, the potential financing for this. And so, you know, I don't have too much more to report other than we've had a lot of long meetings between the attorneys to hammer out the final deals, the final details of the contract, and things are moving, so.
And they keep asking us for the survey also, because we need to get that.
And we're moving forward with that. All right. We have senior discount week. Tim?
The Senior Advisory Committee had put together last year a senior discount week in the town of Riverhead. I believe it was the first year they did it. This year they're looking to expand it somewhat, contact a lot more businesses. I think last year focused primarily on the downtown merchants. This year I think they want to expand a little more up to Route 58 along with the downtown merchants. So December 3rd through December 10th is the week that we've picked for the merchant discount for the seniors. The discount will be whatever the business wants to offer. That's entirely up to them. We're going to be doing some mailings and some emails out to the businesses to inform them, give them a letter they fill out, they send it back if they want to participate, and then what their actual discount is. So we're planning out for December 3rd through the 10th, and we'll have more information coming up shortly on it.
Thank you.
Good.
Well, Jill's gonna.
Seniors are what, 60 and over?
60 and over for seniors considered in this, yes.
Not for golf courses.
So I'm not quite there yet, but if I use John's extra years and add them to mine,
We could all be
of us
seniors,
can
yeah.
be seniors,
All every one of
probably.
us.
John, you're a good sport.
Hello, Ms. Thomas? Zombie grant.
Okay, is Larry gonna come in or no?
Why do we need a grant to buy zombies?
Well, we already have a grant. The zombie grant, if you remember, was to assist us with fortifying our code enforcement department in a bunch of different ways, including the software, personnel, and the grant also has an educational component that we're required to finalize the grant. So we had the first draw, was paid to us because we complied with everything. In order to get the second draw, we have to complete the educational component. So I've been speaking to a bunch of different people about how to get that message across. The educational component being that how to avoid having a zombie house created, how people can work through foreclosure if they are in the middle of foreclosure, and also to avoid scams. So
Wow, good luck. How do you do that?
So
Website.
the problem with, I originally thought we would have, like a forum here at Town Hall and invite people to come, but subsequently learned through talking to different people that most people who are in foreclosure don't really want to come to anything public. So, and it makes a lot of sense. So what we discussed with the,
Brochure.
no, not even brochure, what we thought,
Website.
Long Island Housing Solutions is gonna come and we're gonna videotape a program. And in the program that they would give all of the information that they have, provide information on all the other resources that people can use to assist themselves if they are in a difficult situation with foreclosure, and also a program to help them avoid scams. And they're gonna do it in English and in Spanish. And then, so Larry's gonna do the production of it. We discussed it yesterday. and, we're working on the last minute details, but once the DVD is produced, we can continue to run it
22.
on 22 and use our public access for that kind of public message, and also then they can take, they have a grant also to do the educational component. They're gonna take the DVD and use it in other municipalities. So we're gonna, you know, do
Good, 'cause I
little
know
shared
some people in
services
that-
there.
I know some people in that
Yeah.
predicament, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to have that.
Yeah, it is, it's gonna be helpful, and they were great, and everybody's excited about doing it. It's another good way to use 22, and
Yeah.
Larry's offered graciously to produce for us, because I have no idea how to do that. Okay.
Can you check in with
I
Shirley
appreciate
Coverdale,
it.
because she was thinking about bringing Long Island Housing Partnership in to do a program
something
about housing options and things, and this foreclosure might tie into what she was trying to do.
Sure.
So why don't you call Shirley and let her know what we're doing, and see if she wants to, see if there, anything that she was talking about ties into
Does
that.
this people that are coming in to do this, what do you call them?
Long Island Housing Solutions, it's a not-for-profit.
They must have literature that we could put in the tax receivers office
I would
or
imagine that they
something
do, we can put it on our web. I think the idea is
Tables.
going to, you know, expand a little bit once we get started, because once we start thinking about the ways we can share the information, I think
Yeah, right.
it'll develop a little further, so,
Right.
but everybody's pretty happy about the idea, and I think it'll fulfill that last component of our grant obligation, after which we can seek the disbursement of the balance of, which is like
Okay.
32,500.
It should go on the town website too, on the
Yeah.
cover page where you have a
Excellent.
link that goes to the video.
I thought that would, that's a good idea.
So
We
that you
can-
don't have to wait
Yeah.
and check the programming
Right,
and see
that's
when
true.
it's coming
That's a
on,
good
you can
idea.
just access it right away.
I think we'll also put it on the Facebook page as well, so.
Yeah.
Good. All right, sounds like a great use of town resources. Great
Yeah,
job.
Great, all right, wonderful, thank you.
So we have resolutions. Unfortunately, it's like an executive session day today.
Is that everything?
See how we are.
Is that-
But we had a lot more.
Oops, did I just shut my computer off?
Right to it, kid.
All right, you ready?
Waiting on you.
Resolution 841 Old Country Roads sewer relocation, Riverhead Sewer District Capital Improvement Project.
Development. Developer fees, so it's not cost the town anything.
Michael, what is this one?
The gas station on the corner of Ostrander Avenue, Route 58.
Oh, it's finally getting
Thank
redone.
God, yes.
We have a sewer main that runs through the property. What BJ's gas station company did was bought an easement, bought property from the church. Now they want to move the sewer main from that, its existing easement to the new easement.
Okay, so the BJ's gas station on Ostrander and Route 58, because nobody can hear you, is going to be moved further
We relocated south.
south, so
To
they
the
can
new easement.
put the new BJ's gas station. People ask me about that gas station all the time, so that's great that that's
Oh, I
happening.
can't wait to see the property improved.
Yeah.
This is to prepare the map and plan.
Okay, good. Is that the only thing you have on today?
No.
Okay.
No.
Riverhead Commons Development, Riverhead Sewer Project Capital Improvement, Budget Adoption. What's this one? Why don't you come up here so I don't have to repeat it, because the people then will say, we only hear half the conversation.
Riverhead Commons is, that's,
Richard Israel is
Northville.
proposing to extend the sewer district boundaries to his parcel on the north side, the old Rutherford Brothers property.
58?
Yep, so in order for us to do that, we gotta prepare a map and plan. So the idea is to try and do it under the current pro healthcare project.
right.
Where we're acting under 58. This would prepare a map and plan to run 8-inch gravity sewer east on Route 58
Mhm.
to service
Oh, good.
the old Rowley property.
Good.
But we're not really sure what to do with the property on the corner, whether to include them in the district or not, so. Because it is a geographical
Who's on the
extension.
corner, the car dealership?
Car dealership, yeah. I
Well,
mean,
you'd include them in the district, but then you
yes,
wouldn't,
we probably would.
but wouldn't hook them up unless you made a modification that would
Right.
require.
Right, he would only require to be hooked up if he wants to hook up.
Right.
So we would lay a stub out there for him to hook
Yeah,
up.
I think that makes sense.
So,
Right.
Okay,
Right,
thank you, Mike. Anything else?
I don't know, I think there may be something else.
11 West Main Street Water Capital Project, developer fees.
No, I think you're asked to pass something,
Did I?
Sean.
Oops.
Number 3.
Horton Avenue, CPL.
Oh, Horton Avenue Capital Project closure. Unspent balance, 325, can go back to the Community Preservation Fund. Was this our matching fund on that federal grant we got? So it's unspent, so good, that's more money that can go back into CPF.
Okay.
11 West Main Street, water capital project. This was to hook up the Conifer building on 11 West Main Street. 5 Hamlet Professional Center water capital project, checking Nightland. Do we know why this, anybody? Yeah, this is, do we know?
Happened plan for lateral water main extension.
We've got to, I don't know what this is for.
Is that for the restaurant he wants to put in?
Kenny, Mark Conklin, Kenny Barra's project.
I think it's for the professional offices that he's putting in.
It's not hooked up yet?
No, not the shops, the
Rest-
professional
The next one, the professional center he's
where they
looking to
have
do.
the carnival every year.
Right.
Yeah,
Oh,
this is not-
that's
It's
where
still
it
not
got-
costing the town any money,
Oh.
because he's paid us the fees, so we're just making a budget for
Does
it.
he have an application in for that now?
Yes.
I didn't realize that that was Nightland also.
Yeah. All right, 6, authorizing removal of fixed assets records from the system. Dispatch center, trunked radios, police. Are we good?
Yeah, good.
7, grants excavation exportation permit provided by Chapter 229 Georgia Green Ventures LLC, Riverview Lofts.
Ooh.
Only $3,700. I like it when the fees are better. Are we good?
Yep.
8, authorizes the establishment of a petty cash account, Police Central Records. I can't believe I don't have a petty cash account.
Okay.
Are we good?
Yep, Dave, keep going.
9, appoints a call-in person to the Recreation Department.
Personnel.
Personnel, yeah. Oh, is there a list? There we go. And there's a list.
Okay.
10, order establishing lateral sewer main extension for Riverview Lofts, Georgia Green Ventures LLC. So we have the public hearing on.
Okay.
You good?
Yep.
And 11, authorizes co-sponsorship of the Riverhead Country Fair Street Festival on Sunday, October 8th, 2017, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. with Riverhead Townscape Incorporated along Main Street between Griffin Avenue and Union Avenue, inclusive of the riverfront. Authorizes supervisor to execute a license agreement with designated craft food vendors, alcohol vendors, and other participants. Suspends enforcement of Riverhead Town Code Section 2053. So the one thing that I want the public to know about, and really the businesses, if we're not allowing people to sell beer out their back door or off premises, if they do that without the
Off-premise
requisite
catering.
license from the ABC, why are you pointing to that?
Because if you look at the resolution, only the businesses listed in the resolution are authorized.
Okay.
No one else.
So that's even better. So only the businesses listed, do we have the businesses?
It's letter I.
Okay. So only the businesses listed are going to be able to serve off premises. If anybody tries to do it, we will be there to issue tickets. So Diggers, Vines and Hops, Parabel, Rotary Club, Cliff's Rendezvous, Crooked Ladder, Mazzy, and Dark Horse Restaurants. So
Oh, but not Tweeds, huh?
we just didn't
Well,
put,
Louise may get here before Tuesday, so there may be additional.
Oh, I hope he does.
so we are,
The first one to close.
we are trying to take the alcohol policy and more uniformly enforce it, and that policy is probably going to get enforced even more at the next country at Riverhead Polish Fair as well. So beware if anybody tries to sell beer or wine out the back door. If you don't have that license, you're not on here, you will be issued a ticket. All right. 12, adopts local law to amend Chapter 289 entitled Vehicles, Traffic, and Parking Regulations of the Riverhead Town Code, parking prohibited, Meeting House Creek Road and Peconic Bay Boulevard.
You know what,
We had the public
on
hearing.
Last resolution for the
Just
country
for the
fair,
80-foot,
does it say?
we're changing it from 300 to 80
two?
foot.
Okay, hold on, Jody, because he just started that. All right, so we're good with that?
Yep.
All right, what was the other question on the last resolution?
I thought, on the caption, it says, we're upon the request of Riverhead Townscape, co-sponsor street fair along Main Street between Griffin Avenue and Union Avenue, inclusive of the riverfront, but it doesn't mention Peconic Avenue, and it looks by the map that they have, booths on Peconic Avenue, so I
I
just
always
think
do.
Peconic Avenue should be included.
Well, it is.
Hmm?
The riverfront and between Griffin and Union, Peconic Avenue is certainly in that area.
I just think Peconic Avenue should be on the
Okay.
resolution, don't you?
Well, I think so.
Okay, that's fine.
Well, if that's the case, then East Avenue and all.
Oh.
There's nothing on East Avenue.
It's
according to the
between it,
map.
right?
13. Approves chapter 255 application,
That's where they'll shut it off.
Chicken Kids Inc., children's retail, but the map
Chicken
is there,
Kids.
so the map is going to be what
See that booths?
dispositive of what you're doing. Are we on resolution 13 yet?
Yep.
I am.
Yeah, I am.
Are we good with
Chicken Kids?
What is this?
retail consignment event at Polish Hall, Marcy
Yeah,
Avenue?
that's,
Oh, they have that every year. For the kids, the toys, the clothes, they have that every year.
Okay. 14, approves chapter 255, application of Railroad Museum of Long Island Toy Train Play Days. And they're going to be October 7th and October 8th, between 11 a.m. and 3 p.m.
I just want to tell everybody, if you go to the museum across the Griffith Avenue on the west side, they have trains parked next to the lighting store. You should drive into that parking lot and look at the two trains that they have painted. They have murals on two trains. I think they put them on the wrong side, because you have to drive into the parking lot to see these. But they really did a good job, and the guy that did it, he used to be a graffiti artist when he was a kid, and now he's
Now he's getting paid for what he
getting
used to
paid
do,
for his graffiti. But I tell you what, a lot of this graffiti, these kids should get paid, because they can draw. And this guy has picked himself up where he's now getting paid to do this, and he did two trains, and I think they look great. You should go
I
see
have to
it.
go look at him, you can't see him unless you're in
You
the
can't
parking
see it
lot.
unless you're in a parking lot, though. That's the only problem.
Okay, I guess they're really trying to make those trains bring back the 1970s with those trains when they were full of graffiti.
Yeah, that's it.
It's beautiful. I mean, they have a firefighter with three angels overlooking the firefighter, and then it says never forget, and it's got the waving American flag. I mean, it's not graffiti like the big letters, and it's really
No,
just
it's
beautiful artwork. It really
Yeah,
is.
It's a 9/11
Memorial.
memorial that these guys are doing on these trains.
All right, good. Resolution 15 approves a Chapter 255 application of Suffolk County Historical Society Vintage Car Shows, Saturday, September 30th.
where they put these
Where
right
are
up
they
on their
gonna put
lawn?
these, in our parking lot?
Oh, where they put them? It says on their property,
300 West Main Street.
300 West Main,
I guess they're putting them on their lawn.
I guess. Well, vintage, what, Model Ts or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay with it?
Okay.
You all right?
Yep.
16 approves Chapter 255 application of Starfish Junction Production LLC, Fresh Hop Festival, Saturday, September 23rd, 2017. Where did we wind up with these guys?
Where?
Do they have their site plan approved now?
They have
Yeah.
a site plan, but they only allowed to have so many events a year, so I don't know how that is tracked, if it's something you wanna flow through planning, or,
How many did they have so far?
I don't recall, but some, they just opened, so they wouldn't have much, if any.
I think that's gotta get it referred to planning then when these come in, Diane. Do they get referred to planning, Starfish Junction?
Well, just for this particular location.
It's right there.
And they're gonna have to have a liquor license outside, service of liquor too.
Yeah, if you see anything for Calverton Links or whatever.
I'm sorry, this is for, James Court Brewery, we know.
No,
Right.
no.
Oh,
But
No,
how
this
do
ain't
we-
Calvin Links, this is
How do we know if they
Jamesport,
have
isn't it?
enough parking on site
Never
for
mind,
a festival?
They do. It's huge.
Okay.
And it's set back off of Sound Avenue too. It's
It's deceiving, but they have
Right.
All right, we good?
Mhm.
Approves chapter 255 application of Titan Run Corp.
This is the one you were talking about earlier, Sean, I think, or the chief was talking about.
These guys are gonna serve alcohol too? That's on the 4-H camp, okay.
Is this a run off premises or on premises?
On premise.
Oh,
It's
okay,
on.
okay, that's fine.
I think they still have to get alcohol approval.
Let me get there, that. Yeah, they would have to get a permit.
Right, they have to get
ABC
it from
permit,
there,
yeah.
from, the state.
Mhm. Well, it
Whoever's
says they have to
bringing
get
the
any
alcohol
permits.
there
So it
has to
says
get the
they have to
permit.
get any
Yeah.
permits from the
Mhm.
state,
All right, we good?
Department of Health, yep.
18, order establishing lateral water main extension for Review Lofts, Georgia Green LLC. We good?
Okay,
That's it.
that's it.
All right,
That's it.
yeah. So we have, some more executive session.
Woodside Orchard.
Oh, Woodside Orchards, we're
Yes.
doing the license agreement with Woodside Orchards to allow them to park, so that we can get them off Manor Lane. Sean worked on this, you
Okay.
guys, some of you guys signed this, we wanna get it going to get
We
them off
signed,
Manor Lane.
what I, just to let everybody know, what I did is, I had 3 signatures, so I went out there yesterday, I gave him the agreement, he's gonna sign it himself and drop it off here today,
And I'll
so
sign it.
you can sign it,
Okay.
okay? Because it's the 17th coming up.
Okay, so we've got, can I get a motion to go in executive session for litigation and personnel? Second, all in favor, aye. Opposed, abstentions, motion carries.
He's giving us $250 for it.
He's getting insurance.
Huh?
That's it.